Strong Truths Well Lived is the slogan of Loyola University Maryland, a private liberal arts university in Baltimore, Maryland, that introduces students into what the university says to be a close-knit community that broadens your world. Transgender student at Loyola, Ale Tereo, discusses the measures he had to take to connect with other LGBTQ students in order to create a larger presence on campus.
In some aspects, I did have to take matters into my own hands, because it's not as if there's a humongous LGBT presence on campus. So now I'm the president of Spectrum, which is one of our LGBT groups on campus, so that I can connect with more LGBT students and then also try to make it so there are more resources and whatnot.
Loyola University Maryland's website states that the diversity core requirement contributes to the university's mission to inspire students to learn, lead, and serve in a diverse and changing world by introducing students to groups and histories that have been historically underrepresented in the Loyola curriculum. However, Tereo believes that the university continues underrepresenting LGBTQ history in its curriculum.
An LGBT minor, or even more a more diverse core program that focuses more on that stuff would be so interesting and so beneficial as well, because through my own experiences it's come to light how little people know about LGBT people or issues, even if they themselves are not LGBT or have any family or friends that are LGBT, And as it is now, I feel as though some of the diversity courses are things kids kind of know already, or are classes where the kids are barely paying attention. I feel there should be a way to actually engage students more and teach them things that are gonna implement just better communication across the campus.
Tereo explains that the lack of resources and education about the LGBTQ community on campus has resulted in students not knowing basic inclusive language, which could potentially be harmful to other LGBTQ students.
Education is really where the power is at, because once you're able to educate people, then they become more understanding to certain situations and more willing to grow and learn and accept. So I definitely think that if there could be a way for there to be events or even more just education on certain LGBT topics, it's silly, but when I asked a student who's a junior at Loyola what their pronouns were, they asked me what are pronouns. So I think it'd be really beneficial to have that baseline education of what these things are.
Even though Loyola University Maryland is boastful about helping underrepresented communities outside the classroom and teaching about them inside, Tereo feels abandoned by the university and its lack of resources for LGBTQ students. From Loyola University Maryland, this is Alyssa Cross reporting.